not jarring me. Fine. Don't jar me. Don't jar me. I'm not jarring you. Once you get a straight check, you don't need to stay. Oh, hi. Hi. Let me get music on real quick. Boop boop boop. Boop boop boop. How are we doing? How are we doing? Oh, let me hit the right button for that. Also, let's look at you little streakers for just a moment. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the head pats. Let's see. I see food with a 40, what the fuck? 80 stream streak. Magic with the 80 stream streak. Carrot with the 80 stream streak. Sorry, I can't watch. Kaya's popping off. That's, please enjoy the Kayas. Shadow with the 80 stream streak. Buns with the 75 stream streak. Cinny with the 40 stream streak. Y'all crazy. Y'all Imagine 80 stream streak. That's crazy. Crazy. How... Let me move this. Okay. How are we doing? How are you doing? How are you? Can confirm Kaya's are indeed popping off. Better early because I don't get a day off tomorrow. Oh, that's too bad. Any more for 7 stream streak? You'll get more. Don't worry. Excuse me. One of them is gonna alpha big back, whatever that means. I don't know what that means. Excuse me. Hi, Reaper. Welcome in. Thank you for the lick buns. Night. Just have OBS crash in a few minutes and you can extend the streak numbers, please. Oh, that's too low. Okay, there we go. Hey, Zion. Are you paying attention? Yeah, I was trying to find like a good middle ground there for where to set off the clicker, you know? Because with this microphone, with the 3DO, it's lovely, but she's a little sensitive sometimes, and I think last stream I was clickering and I had a few peaks that were pretty harsh. So yeah. Currently working on a model kit, so I'm gonna be quiet. Absolutely. Use me as background noise, please. Background noise time. Use me as background noise, please. Thank you. You're genuinely being insane. Something as a test. Don't mind me. Definitely. Okay. But how are we doing on this fine Tuesday night? For me, at least. Dance me and monitor noise while everything else is background tasks. That's adorable, Streams. That is adorable. If I could get the gunk, the ickies out of my throat. Doing great. Want to pay my respects to Carrot for the intro. Yeah, 1000%. 100,000 gajillion%. Like Carrot and food did a lot with this one, and like just the team as a whole did a lot, I gotta say. Like, yeah. Like I can't express enough how, for one, just how perfect this one is. You know, not taking away from any of the others, just this one just it's so cool. It's so fucking cool. And yeah, like it, you know, fashioned after an anime intro that I really enjoyed. And yeah, who's food? Okay. Yeah, a huge amount of effort went into it. Speaking Southern helps your throat feel better. Lie. How many renditions and parts of so many others, and it took a 10 away. Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, my day was okay. I had, there's your crunch. I had to take my mom to a doctor appointment. Could I stay still for a moment? Okay. Going to lay down. Thanks for consistently helping me snooze. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Have a good nap, sleep, whatever it is. What the? Oh, geez. You got my eyeballs. So Buns found Tangia. That's so funny. Just what you wanted. Yeah, that's hilarious. That's so funny. You did it to Suri. Oh, that's what you were talking about. Also, thank you for the 50 bits, Buns. Thank you for the 50 bits to do that. Yeah, so I had to do that, and it ended up eating up more of my day than I thought it would, so but here we are. We're here, and none of that stuff matters right now. No, it doesn't, because we're just gonna do a relax. We're just gonna do a good relax, and I'm gonna read to you. I'm gonna read some spooky SCP story. Hi, Tato. Welcome in, Tato. Welcome in, Tato. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, I was, because we finished the one that we were on last week, so I found this one called Slippery People, and it's got some gore and stuff in it, so, you know, trigger warning and such. We don't need an actual trigger warning, like it's an SCP tale, so, you know. Hey Sian, thank you so much for the 3 stream streak. Let's heckin' go. Kaisa-chan, Kaisa. I'm doing so good. How are you doing? Hi. Hi. I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good. I'm just getting us ready. I'm just getting us ready to dip into spooky bedtime story. When I saw it, and I was like, I need the reaction. It was cute. It was actually really cute. It was nice seeing Tangia get used initially there. Wavy. It's gonna be an extra needed relaxation night, of course, by reading about horrifying eldritch entities. Yeah, I have no idea. Like I skimmed a teeny tiny part of the top. Also, yes, everyone, if you're not following, guys, do it. Lovely voice, lovely streamer. Go do it or else. But yeah, I skimmed a little bit of the first part, and I immediately was like, oh, okay, yeah, I like this writing style. Here we go. So I hope you enjoyed the rest of stream yesterday. Hi, Ken. I did. I sure did. It's been all week. Streams all week have been really good. I subbed D3 for that emote's so stinking cool, cute. Kai's is cool too. Alright, let me see. I think we're set here. I think we are. Hi, Atomic. Welcome in. Alright. Now get nice and comfy, or get all good and set up with whatever it is that you're working on. You're playing a game, whatever. And you get good and comfy. And we're gonna do a big relax. And I'm just gonna read to you. Okay. And try not to burp in your ear. Okay. Move this up. Alright. Without messing up a word. Hey, I've done pretty okay lately. Ish. Alright. Slippery people. Author unknown. Blood on the floor of your parents' apartment. The shadow of a bear covered in a slick, darkened sheen, a scant few meters away from your tent. The night howling and breaking apart around you. A dog beneath the underpass on your way home, little more than a pelt and a skull. The funeral. The first time you shot a gun. The expression on the pig head you once saw at a concert you did not want to attend, before the lead threw it into the crowd of rabid, violent concert goers. The last time you shot a gun. You recognize instinctively the particularly hardy mindscape that composes the first layer of your psyche. The one best equipped to keep the ugly, writhing mess behind your eyes from finding a way out and breaking apart your skull with particular ease. as your mind skull tries to beat to death the idea trying to beat you to death. You briefly reach out to your ocular nerves miles away to take inventory of the situation. Your eyes suspended in a mixture of saline solution and orange juice for the vitamins. You insist upon it every time they send you out. Roll around images of the sterile room they usually keep you in as you regain control over them. These are the things you see. 1 human skeleton, 7 skull fractures. 6 of them have healed over time. 1 kept for medicinal purposes. No teeth included. 2 human lungs. Excuse me. Rinsed with a solution meant to dissolve tar residue. Cheaper than chemotherapy. Sorry, had to do a little cough. Iron crowned. Yummy. Welcome in, y'all. Melly. Hi, Melly. Ma'am. I'm sorry, what? Also, oh my goodness, Flopsy raid, y'all. Flopsy raid. Hi, Flopsy. How was your stream? Lovely? You doing the ASMR? Was it good? Was it comfy? Did you have a good stream? Thank you so much for the raid. My name is Banshee. If you're new here, if you don't know, I'm a ghost. I'm not very scary though. I promise I'm not super scary. We did a lot more yapping than triggers tonight, but it was good. Bro, lapping. I sigh. Yapping. We're a bunch of yappers, I swear. We're all a bunch of yappers. Also, y'all, go check out Flopsy. Go check out Flopsy. Do a follow. Be good little beans and do a follow, okay? I'm not scary. But we do ASMR around these parts, and we do a little bit of horror game stuff, a little bit. Super amazing, extra good gameplay, too professional. Fickle Autistic, thank you both for the follows. Thank you so much for the follows. Also, Flopsy, y'all, the raiders, y'all are not glued down here. You're not stuck here. I'm not really here. Pay me no mind. Also, I'll be lurking. Thank you for the lurk. Y'all aren't glued down here. Please, by all means, do your aftercare. Do what you need to do. But, cutie pies, we are starting a new little tradition, if you will. A new little thing that we're gonna do with every raid whenever we get raided, because I think those raiders should get to know the community and me in the best way possible and in the most sufficient way possible. So don't run. Don't tell them to run. So creatures, little beans, you sweet beans. I think you know what this sound is. I think you do. Because you hear me grab it all the time. I think you know the drill here. When you hear the 3 clicks, and this is something that we do on the regular around here. When you hear 3 clicks, we're gonna show the new people. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Stop it. We're gonna show the new people what we do, and this is for all of the little raiders that came in. You said this is new. Well, it's a new thing, but we've come on. We've been doing the clicker for a while. All right, are we ready? Are we ready? I wanna see some whackers. I wanna see whackers for 3 clicks. Okay. Ready? Chat. Raiders. Are you paying attention? Also noob. Noob, are you listening? Get trained, raiders. No, that's something that I want us to do. I want us to do that whenever we get a raid. That's a Pavlov technique. Covered train dragon, welcome in. Your laugh is so cute. Thank you. That's really sweet. Welcome to Pavlov's Banshee. Man, stuck in a glove. What do I do? I guess you're gloved now. Kristen and all the streamers I watch are live. Monto Candy, Cover Train Dragon. Thank you both for the follows. Thank you both so much for the follows. Why am I being bonked? Why? Angry, welcome in. You know I gotta do things my way. Alright. But now, we're gonna go back to our story. Cuties. So, I'm stuck in a glove. I don't know why that hit is so funny. I got noobs. I think. Oh shit! No, I didn't see. I'm so sorry. I did not see. I don't have my queue up. That's why. All right, let me do those real quick. Lone Wolf, are you paying attention? And Rosie. Are you listening? It's a me. Rough. Yeah. Okay, I think that's everyone. It's because I don't have my queue, my thingy up. Okay. Now we're gonna get back to the story. One human liver, surprisingly resilient. 2 human kidneys, marked elevated transaminases. Transaminases, I think that's how you say that. 1 set of human intestines, snipped off at the anus, thankfully. 1 human pancreas in great condition, not keen on contributing to the diabetes epidemic. 1 human gallbladder, inflamed. 1 human bladder, half empty. 5 liters human blood, 1 liter orange juice, assorted circulatory circuitry. You had a book on pirates when you were very young. 2 eyes. You knew this. Satisfied, you let your eyes return to their duties. You wonder if you maybe should have traveled light. Declan with the 70 stream streak. Let's second go. Sorry, my Valorant game started before I could type back to you. How's Valorant going? How's it going? I've never played Valorant. Weirdest shopping list ever. Yeah, we just started this story, y'all. We don't really know what's going on. We don't know at all what's really going on. All we know is these are the things that you see, and we don't really know what else yet. Orange juice isn't that weird. It was good. You won the match. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Big proud. Big proud. Declan. Are you paying attention? Wagga. Went for my birthday. I'm feeling good. Bro, I know. So y'all, if you weren't here the other night, we raided into Kaiza. It just so happened to be on her birthday. Literally, like, right when her birthday hit. It was fate. It was fate. it was really cool because we raided in because because I take my time and search around because I like meeting new people. I like, especially ASMR artists. Like I really like pretty voices and such, and supporting others, and same, and and we my chat was getting annoyed at me and stuff because all they hear is click and me just scrolling, and we stumble into Kaizen, and like freaking immediately I was like, she's so cute and her voice so cute, and just and then we go in and it's like, it's her birthday. Like, bro, I know, it made me so happy. It was nice. It was really nice. Defoliat, thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing good. Day drinker with a 3 stream streak. Let's fucking go. No, it's true. Oh my goodness. Okay. Every time I hear the name Declan, I just keep thinking how I can't wait for Banshee to watch Death Parade. What's Death Parade? Now I need to know what Death Parade is. What is Death Parade? I feel like I know what that is. What is that? Oh, anime. I'm an idiot. Okay. Hi, by the way, are we reading SCP author unknown? Yeah, it's an SCP tale. It's an SCP tale. There's just I can't credit because there's no author listed. Also, hi, welcome in. Anir, welcome in. Yeah, no, I put that on my list, I think. Pretty sure I did. Oh! I see. Yeah, thank you. I see. SPC. You're so right. Thank you for correcting that. Boop, boop. Nope, that's wrong. There we go. Thank you so much. That's a good catch. I would have felt silly. Death Angel mechanics are the best and worst. They are. Alright, alright. Back to the story, These are the things you have. One set of human skin, ethically sourced from the gene pool of an unhappy marriage, just like everyone else. One set of teeth, non-human. Structural foam-like polymer coating, foundation issued, expands and retracts at will. New car, scented. One human brain, not a priority right now. One human heart, a priority right now. One human stomach, a second brain for the initiated. Contents: half a Snickers bar, 3 cups of coffee, 2 AA batteries, indestructible cyanide capsule, destructible sildenafil capsule. One human penis. Keep your enemies close. Optimize circulatory system. Consult your foundation healthcare provider for a full list of things you're allowed to keep. Okay. Ethira. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope we're doing really good. Sunny Sky, I don't remember the full name of the anime. Your voice is calming. No, yours is. Kai said no, yours. No, you. I know, I want coffee. I didn't have coffee this morning. We left too late for it. I had to have an energy drink and I was not thrilled. No, you. Okay, there we are. That last burst of information manages to dislodge something that was, until that moment, trying to burrow into a false inner self you had constructed within yourself as a decoy. It lands everywhere, somewhere you can't chase it to, and starts relaying what it found to whoever you now realize sent it to kill you. Hi, Johnny. It was a misshapen, crude thing. It only managed to really break one of the barriers you put up. The false memory of an aberrative construct killing your parents, while slightly clever, gave away the game far too early. You remember the first time you shot a gun? As you rise, the foam keeping you together fully person-shaped again. You resolve to kill your assassin. It's insulting, after all, for anyone to believe they would be able to do anything more than bother you with such a weak display of talent. Your enteric nervous system shudders back online, and you are distinctly aware of a small crowd around you. A man kneeling down at your side, white as a sheet, and a wallet in your mouth. A series of good gods, and the ambulance is almost years later. You are allowed to wave people away dismissively and hand people their licked goods back. Two of your favorite activities. The man takes the wallet with some disgust. You appreciate the attack a little more now, at least. The would-be assassin, at least, managed to make you drop to the floor convulsing, and that's something. You are kind of disappointed there was no real-life assassin waiting for you, though. That's how they got the rest of them. People initiated into the work with 3 tongues are almost always capable of fending off aberrative attacks. The cruel master of a work at the Foundation, Irving Gatt, has no qualms about killing people at any point of their training. But they always neglect the physical dimensions of being. Gatt is the 3rd most decapitated Foundation employee, behind a dead immortal and someone who never sees it coming. Not the case for you, of course. You remember the last time you shot a gun. Muffled cries. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing really good. Senko, thank you for the follow as well. I hope you're good and comfy. Macabre is horror. Macabre is like, it has a lot to do with like body horror, you know, bloody, more, more visceral. Yeah. Kind of like the story so far, yeah. Zarkus, are you paying attention? Dark with a 3-stream streak, let's go. Day drinker with a 3-stream streak, I don't think I said that. Let's second go. You think of calling home after you get in a cab and tell the driver to take you somewhere fun, taking off your bright pink mirrored sunglasses to wink at them. Gat has the spirals and the rectangle, and the other ones and you know he must be laughing at your antics right now. But this week you are a fugitive, and the Foundation has locked down the bits of you they have. There's something killing your people. 5 dead. All shot dead, to be clear, which prompted the Foundation to lock down the Surrealistics department. I was on assignment, and not being particularly keen on missing out on the sights and sounds of the real world, I decided to duck their calls to get to a safe house. The taxi continues driving at an acceptable speed as you rip down the street faster than any living being should. The driver's pale disposition at your lack of eyes evident. You feel a familiar heaviness gleaming off a particularly bright marquee advertising an all-day breakfast buffet, among other things. The driver is much obliged to obey the finality of your order as you reassure him that this will do. As you get out, you flash him your award-winning smile. He takes off, perhaps faster than before. Your teeth, of course, work at the mind. And being uninitiated, you barely have to do anything to snap them shut over his frontal lobe. As he continues accelerating, you wonder if he'll think of you as he dies. Feverish speed led to frigid stillness. There's something killing the people. Thank you for the hydrate. Excuse me. Yeah, shadow, I think so. Cinco. Tues, Diablo, Zorro, Sev, Minnie, Shane Jr., thank you all for the follows. I hope you're all super duper 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 comfy. Circus with a 3-stream streak. Let's heckin' go. Except the Foundation isn't doing a good job with the P in their title, it seems. So true. You enter the strip club as triumphantly as anyone ever has. Your stomach relays to you what it can stomach. A small, unrefined, dirty, and insufferably smoky room. Maybe 25 people in all. 15 workers, 5 men, and an alcohol-fueled lapse of being. 3 men preoccupied with matters of the flesh. 1 man at the breakfast buffet, perhaps the only man that has ever meant the old adage of liking the food there, and 1 man trying to hide, scared out of his mind at the sight of a thin-skinned, grayish, soulless, and eyeless man donning a pair of hot pink sunglasses, a button-up shirt with palms on it, white Bermudas, brown loafers, and his lucky fly fishing hat. You thought the assignment said Atlantis, not Atlanta. Scout's honor. Hi, Hitmanic. Welcome in. Is eating not a matter of the flesh, too? Hitmanic. Are you paying attention? You make your way to the breakfast buffet. You grab yourself a pancake, 7 sausage links, and 2 hard-boiled eggs. You walk over to a table and a particularly brave girl appears at your side. The haze and the "where are you from's" and the "you must be freezings" notwithstanding, you are quite comfortable. Hitmanic, thank you for the 30 biddies. For the wagga. Thank you. A cuckoo emote. I think I kind of have to at this point. Mega wagga. Rastra, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing really good. I hope you're doing super duper 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 good. Thank you for the head pats. The girl continues to blather away as you chew on the hard-boiled eggs. They fall to the ground around you as you have no way of swallowing. She tries to make you look at her as you get through the pancake, which crumbles over your shirt. She rubs your shoulders as you gnaw at sausage links 1 through 6, leaving them back on the plate. And then, finally, you turn to her. She smiles at you as she asks if you're really able to see through those sunglasses. You smile and take them off. You do a head count when they're all done going through the motions. Then you get really mad. 24 freshly dead bags of flesh with hopes and dreams. That goddamn asshole couldn't even die right. And after all the effort the girl went through to properly kill everyone she saw, you mimic the actions of sighing. You guess this is as good a time as any to get him. You walk back. Okay, loud. Get ready. Night night, Kaiser. Have a good sleepies. And get ready. Oh, or have a good stream. One or the other. Thank you for popping in. Happy to see ya. Mr. Steak Bake, welcome in. Yeah, stream. Have a good stream, sweetie. My throat's so gungy. I'm so sorry. Okay. Chat isn't stinky for once. Where's Carrot? Okay. You guess this is as good a time as any to get him. You walk back over to your table, now covered in what is at least a novel bodily fluid, and you grab now Bloody Sausage Link number 7. You force yourself to swallow down hard and start choking on it. You don't have a throat. The actual process of killing someone is quite simple, at least the way you do it. Gat keeps you around because of it, the only member of the Surrealistics department that's also an assassin. Haro, thank you for the follow. I've been doing really good. You start by tugging at the axis of what's real and what's not. This doesn't actually change much, given that actually moving it would get you killed by at least 3 separate groups of people that you know of. The axis of what's real and what isn't is metaphorical for you. But by tugging at its metaphor, you force open a lot of idea space beyond the me self. Mr. Steak Bake with the 3 stream streak. Let's hecking go. Speaking killing living faces, anyone here actually done? I ran over. What was it? I ran over something. This was years ago. And I took a back road to work, and this is when I was working nights, and I cried on my way to work because I ran over something that was either, I think it was a possum, and I felt so bad. I felt so bad. Like I ran into work with tears in my eyes and told them that I was a murderer, that I was a monster. I know. I felt so bad. Actually, I had a bird with my car as it was flying and was big. Yeah, like hello depression immediately. It was. I felt horrible. I know. Nikki with the 75 stream streak. That's crazy. And yeah, we're reading SCP. We're reading SCP stories tonight. You really are a bruh moment. Okay, back to it. Noosphere, layers of consciousness. That's all fine for people without the touch, but it's intuitive, and working with it is the realm of the uninitiated. You know yourself and you know the other. The space of all that is human is the we self. One human, eternal. Dead and alive, awake and asleep. From the second colonies of Mars to the people currently stuck in the Mariana Trench. Touching in any way the sum of all human beings is, of course, stupid. any damage to it is damage to the self, infinitely. But this is where the dislodging comes in. As I reach into every human that has ever been, the states of being of being known as life and death are entangled just enough to make me a bigger concept than I should be right now. I am immortal, and I am dying in a strip club. The reason I enter this state, of course, is to kill someone. I force myself back to personhood within the state of oneness. I build back an id and I send it hunting. The skill is something the Foundation doesn't know about. The reason I am in debt to Dr. Irving Gatt. It finds within everyone the culprit, or the human, at least, that has tried to kill me. It forces them out of sync with humanity and back through the crack in the realm between concepts and images. At the last possible second, I bring him all the way back to reality. You wake up, the sausage link now rupturing inside the assassin's neck to reveal a swarm of flies. He dies hiding in a dumpster. Their consciousness, however, remains unconscious next to you. You feel me drag it back with me as I take my place back within your mind. There's something killing their people too now. I thought that story would take longer. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. What? Not attention get caught up on. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. I have. Let's look. I have another one. Where is it? I just gotta find it. Oh wait, it's in my bookmarks. It's in my bookmarks. SCP, there we go. What was this one? Oh, hey, what was this one? This one looked kind of cool. Mini boss time. And you, how to survive when existence doesn't what? Okay. There's another one. What about this one? Nowadays. Okay. I think we'll read this. Whoop. It's a problem, is there's so many, so I'm trying to find one that kind of resonates, you know. This one came up a lot. What is this? Yeah, I think we can start this one. This one's a longer one, just bigger in general. Okay, so it's called SCP 5000. I don't think it has. There's a footnotes. I don't think it has an author listed either. No. Ooh, shit! I just saw the bottom. Oopsie. Spoiler. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now we're ready. Melon Lord, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing good. And are you paying attention? You're not late. You have arrived the right time that you needed to arrive. Also wagga. Yeah, we're just starting another story, so just on time, right on time. Alright. SCP 5000. And actually this is not a tale. I think this is just an SCP case. So let me actually fix that. What am I clicking things, clicking everything but what I need to click. Okay. We'll just keep it at that. That's fine. Okay. Okie dokie. SCP 5000. Item number SCP 5000. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. SCP 5000 is to be kept in a deactivated state within a standard storage unit located at Site 22. All files and intelligence retrieved from SCP-5000 are to be stored on a secure server with backups available upon request from the Archival Department. Joanny, thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing really good. Description. SCP-5000 is a non-functional mechanical suit identified within its internal schematics as an absolute exclusion harness designed by the SCP Foundation. Although SCP-5000 is believed to have once possessed a number of anomalous functions intended to protect and benefit its occupant, damage inflicted to it in the past means that it is currently only capable of basic file storage. For a record of files contained within SCP-5000 upon recovery, see Archive 5000-1. SCP-5000 first appeared in a flash of light within SCP-579's containment chamber at Site 62C on 12/4/2020, containing a corpse genetically identical to Foundation employee Pietro Wilson. Pietro Wilson is currently employed at Exclusionary Site -06, and Mnestic Therapy has confirmed he has no knowledge of SCP-5000 or memories concerning the events detailed within its archives. Archive 5000-1. Journal entry 0001-1. My name is Pietro Wilson. I don't know what's happening. I think I might be the only one left. The date is, 2/01/2020. Sorry, thought transcription is tricky. Sorry, I'm not used to this yet. The date is... Ow! I'm in a jar. Hi, Aki. Welcome in. The date is 2/1/2020. I have just escaped from Exclusionary Site -06. I think. I'm not certain, but I think everyone else is dead. Those guys, they were thorough. If I hadn't got to the suit, I'd be... Oh, God. Journal entry 001-2. I need to get myself together, or this thing isn't going to be legible at all. Most likely they're going to want some kind of record of this whole incident for posterity. I'm currently on my way to the nearest Foundation installation, a small safe house for agents making their way through this part of the country. Most likely there won't be anyone there, but I should be able to get into contact with my superiors and find out what exactly is going on. Things started around 6, maybe 7 hours ago. A group identifying themselves as Mobile Task Force Zeta-19 Lonely One. Insurgent infiltrators, maybe? Entered the site. They had proper identification and everything and gathered everyone into the canteen. Then they started the shooting. Jesus, I can still taste the blood. I can't get that awful metal taste off my tongue. It's a miracle I didn't get hit or trampled on, the way people were climbing over each other to get out of there. If I hadn't gotten to the exclusion harness, I'd be dead. No doubt about it. Like I said, they were thorough. I'm a technician for the power grid on ES-06. So I don't fully get how this thing works, but I understand the basics. This perception filter thing doesn't mean people can't see me, but it does mean they can't recognize the fact that they can see me. Which I guess is the same thing when you get down to it. But those infiltrators, they Didn't even take anything. Didn't even try to. I watched after I got into this thing. I was too scared. Fucking coward. To make her run for it. They just checked the bodies and left. An extra bullet for every head. They were just there to kill us. Thank you for the stretch. Oh, that felt good. Fart cake. Thank you for the follow. Little Nix, thank you so much for the follow. I hope y'all are both doing super duper good. Yeah, we do have new emotes. We sure do. Hi, welcome in. Ooh. Neck pop. Oh my goodness. There we are. Yeah, Sin. That's my favorite for sure. Journal entry 001-3. Finally made it to the safe house after hours and hours of trudging through this goddamn desert. Heard a few explosions in the distance. Maybe the Foundation sent an MTF to engage those infiltrators before they got away. Hope so. Never been happier to see bottled water in my life. The harness sustains your body while you're wearing it, apparently, but my mind still thinks I should be drinking. Human nature, I guess. Anyway, once I get these legs of mine rested, I'm going to try to get these systems online. I need... Ow! Nix, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you so much for the prime. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really do. I do. Thank you. I need to get in touch with the Foundation and find out what exactly is going on. Journal entry 001-4. Holy shit. I just realized you're reading horror and I'm so in for the... Bro, I love horror. I love horror so much. So much, I swear. I have a problem. Downloaded file 0001-1. Context. They sent this to every government, news organization, and anomalous agency on the planet. Fuck me. The following is a message composed via consensus of the O5 Council. For those who are not currently aware of our existence. This is creepy. This is really creepy. We represent the organization known as the SCP Foundation. Our previous mission centered around the containment and study of anomalous objects, entities, and other assorted phenomena. This mission was the focus of our organization for more than 100 years. Due to circumstances outside of our control, this directive has now changed. Our new mission will be the extermination of the human race. There will be no further communication. That's crazy. That's crazy. Composed file 0001-1. Immediately following the release of their worldwide announcement, the Foundation began their assault on mankind. The response to the anomalies the Foundation let loose was as quick as it could have been, but the damage is being done. It's hard to tell what exactly is going on, but from my position here, assessing the Foundation network and keeping track of the news, I've managed to grasp a little. I'm going to get everything I know down so that when this is over, if anyone's still alive, they'll know what happened to us. SCP-096. Images of SCP-096's face circulated on social media platforms. Death toll had already reached the hundreds before the images were taken down. For all I know, that thing is still going. SCP-169. A series of nuclear charges are detonated within and along SCP-169's back, causing it to stir in its sleep slightly. The resultant earthquakes and tsunamis devastate a significant number of coastal settlements around the world. SCP-662. Over the course of 24 hours, an individual whose appearance matches that of Mr. Deeds appears in the vicinity of several major heads of state and assassinates them using whatever tools are immediately available, disappearing just as quickly. I don't know why this has stopped after the first day. SCP-610. Samples of SCP-610 are dispersed by embedded Foundation agents within many major cities, including New York and Delhi. All civilians in the area, along with the agents themselves, are quickly infected and succumb to SCP-610. Further spread of SCP-610 is halted by the combined efforts of the Global Occult Coalition and the Church of the Broken God. SCP-682. Released. I don't understand why this is happening. I am really enjoying this one. Milker the Great. Oh, this is a good one. Yeah, no kidding, no kidding. Thank you for the lurk, Merxie. Also, Merxie, while you're lurking, are you paying attention? Cole, Spoop Time. Thank you both for the follows. I hope you're doing super duper good. Shy Guy. That if you see his face, it will sprint at Mokchi. Oh, that's terrifying. That's so terrifying. If you know all the SCPs, it's almost like an Avengers script with all the that's yeah, I know, like every single one of these has like we can click into them, which frankly I think we should do after we read this. Hi Cole, welcome in. Oh, okay. Yeah, this one's really good. This is really good. I'm happy. Let's go ahead and name it. I'll memorize you aren't a real SCP fan. Okay. Downloaded file 0001-2. What's my channel about? ASMR. ASMR and horror. Yeah. ASMR and spooky things. Like, I think one of those last ones was The Flesh That Hates Too. What? That name, I know that name. Yeah, give. Reaper, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're good and comfy. Alright, this downloaded file. Let's find out what this downloaded file is. Have I heard of the stories from Skinwalker Ranch? I'm kind of like, I don't know much about SCP. Like, this is the stories that I've read on stream, which I think I've only really been a few so far. It's like my first dive into SCP, and I'm into it. I'm into it, man. Most things that I end up enjoying, I've only picked things up by osmosis so far. Yeah. What got me into streaming? Voice work, like voice. Kind of started as a hobby, and then yeah, you know, several years later, here we go. And Carrot, yeah, and my friend Carrot. All right, let's find out about this file. Context. News footage I managed to download between drinking sessions. Begin log. Reporter Maria Henderson is speaking from inside a GOC evacuation tent. Scrolling header indicates that she is speaking in the outskirts of Trosa, Sweden. Behind her, patients can be seen being treated by doctors in full protective gear. Maria herself is wearing a surgical mask, pulled up slightly to allow her to speak into the microphone, which kind of defeats the purpose, if you ask me. Maria Henderson, repeating what has previously been put out by the Global Occult Coalition. Residents that have not already evacuated are advised to seal themselves inside their homes as quickly as possible, using whatever materials are available. One of the doctors attending a patient stands up with urgency. looking over to a soldier standing over the beds. Doctor, we've got expiration. Get the eraser ready. The eraser? What's the eraser? Maria Henderson quickly begins moving out of the tent, out into a field filled with similar installations. A loud buzzing sound can be heard from the tent behind her, and several flashing lights can be seen. Thick smoke pours out a gap in the top of the tent. Maria Henderson. Any individual still in a compromised area are advised to keep careful watch over those around them. If any friends or family members begin exuding a noticeable, minty smell, they are to be quarantined immediately. Feed cuts out. I later found out this is when television stopped everywhere. Internet, too. World gone blind in a few seconds. End log. Journal entry 001-5. It's funny, with the supplies in this place, not to mention the exclusion harness, I could probably survive for years right here. But the idea of being sat here with no idea what's going on in the outside world, it's unbearable. Still, I'm not sure whether I really want to know what's happening out there, either. When I was a kid, real sick all the time, not able to go out that much, I was really into detective stories. Sherlock Holmes and all that shit. I always wanted to figure things out. Anyway, my dad had this row of plant pots on the wall outside the house, and they were always getting knocked over. But he could never figure out what was doing it. That was pretty much at my peak of detective obsession, so I was on the case like nothing else. I was a stupid shit, so I couldn't actually deduce anything, you understand. So I ended up buying this cheap spy camera and recording the wall overnight. It was a stray cat. My dad ended up kicking it to death. Oh my god. Oh, trigger warning there. Ugh, okay. Like I should have known he would. Curiosity, well, you know the saying. Everyone involved would have been better off if I'd minded my own business. Except my dad, but fuck him. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. But I'd rather be doing something than nothing. Besides, if I have the exclusion harness, nothing that would want to hurt me will ever know I'm there. I'm a tourist at the end of the world. Destination Site 19. Closest real Foundation installation. Only makes sense. I'm getting some answers. getting interesting. It's getting very interesting. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch, Melly. Oh, goodness. Let me mute for just a moment so I can blow my nose. Oh, there we go. Oh, goodness. Okay. Recorded file 0001-1. Context. Encounter with Foundation elements a few days after leaving my shelter. Watching weird behavior. Okay. Begin log. Viewing a group of Foundation soldiers in a clearing from a distance. 9 in total stood in a line. A 10th soldier, the commander, is silently pacing back and forth in front of them. Uniforms and insignia look like those of MTF Epsilon-6. Village idiots. After a few seconds, the commander claps her hands once and steps towards the line. Commander. To first soldier in line. Performing the check now. Soldier number 1. Of course. I feel at home with village idiots. The commander takes out a knife and stabs the soldier in the shoulder. There's no reaction. Commander, removing knife. Get that wound treated. The soldier nods. The commander proceeds to stab each shoulder in the line in the same way, with no reaction from any of the victims, until the 8th, who noticeably winces. Ow. Soldier number 8. Arg. Commander. Ow. Why? Shouting. Got a live one. The commander and all other soldiers quickly aim their guns and fire upon soldier number 8, killing him. He drops to the ground. The commander then moves to the 9th soldier and stabs him in the shoulder. No visible reaction. Commander. All right, we're clear. Move out. MTF Epsilon-6 pack up their supplies and leave the area, leaving the corpse of the dead soldier where it is. Manage to retrieve weaponry and basic medical supplies from the body. Bury it as well as I can afterwards. End log. Closing notes. No fucking clue. My check and redeem is William points. It will be a while before I get there. Oh, Melly, thank you for the head pats. Recorded file 001-1. -2. Context. Weird transmission I caught on an old radio. Don't know if it's important, but trying to get everything down for posterity. Begin log. Audio only. Voices male, around my age, I'd guess. 7, 5. Can you hear me? There's a hole shining in the holes between your eyelids. I've never been to Versailles before. I want to be loved. 9. I am standing behind you now. 5. I am 2 of us standing behind you now. The goddess eats the city in the sea. 9. There's a hole in the floor with an answer waiting in it. 7. Look, you're hatching. You're hatching. Message continues on loop. End log. Closing notes. Message stopped once I turned the radio over and saw that it was damaged beyond repair. Am I feeling okay? Oh, this is so spooky. Sriracha swipes out. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing really good. Journal entry 001-6. When I thought of Site 19 as being relatively close by, I never really took into account that was probably with a vehicle in mind. Can't risk cars or anything like that. Even if I went unnoticed, the vehicle wouldn't. All it takes is one Foundation soldier or wandering anomaly to spot it, and I'm as good as dead. But still, marching through the woods, even with the harness's protection, isn't the most pleasant experience. It'd be hard to move out of the way if anything came traipsing through, for one. Just because things can't notice me doesn't mean they can't run me down. Gives me time to think, though, like, why the hell am I even going to Site 19? What do I hope to accomplish? If I wanted to stay out of danger, survive as long as possible, excuse me, I'd be best suited getting as far away from any Foundation personnel as possible, not jumping right into the Viper's nest. Answers, I guess. More than anything, I want answers. Even if I get kicked to death afterwards. I'm trying to sleep, but this keeps me up with questions. I'm sorry. It's so interesting, though. It's really interesting. Composed file 001-2. Reached Site 19. Securities in disrepair. Most of the anomalies let loose a while ago, so it was actually pretty easy to get in. Still stressful, moving out of the way of the researchers as they went about their business. They were still talking like colleagues, discussing how to get maximum human casualties like it was something they'd always been doing. But their eyes... It was like something was missing from them. Some spark. I couldn't see them as human looking at their eyes. Maybe not even alive. Hard to describe, but it gave me the creeps. Assessing the Foundation database with some stolen senior staff credentials, I think I've managed to put together a basic timeline of what happened right before their declaration of war. I don't know what it all means, but I guess it's a start. And this is a date and events. It's just it's a table with date and events that happened on these dates. 16/12/2019. The 05 mark a project called Numa as being of special interest to senior staff. Apparently, it was a mass amnesticization project like Kaleidoscope, except mostly focused on the collective human unconscious, the psychospace, whatever you want to call it. Apparently, there was some kind of breakthrough in mapping out that psychospace. Except, I can't see what it was because it's fucking redacted. Typical. Hi Jay, welcome in. Imagine watching the world and knowing the only thing protecting you is that it can't watch it. It can't watch you back. Oh, I hate that. 17/12/2019. A vote is undertaken by the 05 Council, with the result being unanimous. Ethics Committee also concurs. Don't know what the votes were about, but because it's fucking redacted. 19/12/2019. A series of instructions, redacted instructions of course, are sent to all senior staff members and site directors. A wave of suicides and resignations go out across the Foundation, with Dr. Charles Gears being one of the employees resigning. 22/12/2019. A number of files are sent out to all remaining senior staff members and site directors, with instructions to also disseminate those materials among the staff serving under them. The files are accompanied by the message, "Harden your hearts." All suicides and resignations immediately cease following dissemination of the materials. 25/12/2019. Full block on all communications in and out of Foundation sites. Termination of the majority of human and human sympathetic anomalies is performed by the staff at each site over the course of the next week. Information suggests an assassination team was sent after Dr. Charles Gears, but it doesn't say whether they were successful or not. 2/1/2020. Mobile task forces are dispatched to all exclusionary sites to execute all personnel. Immediately following the conclusion of these missions, the Foundation declares war on humanity. Anthony, thank you for the follow. Hope we're doing really good. Whoops. Execute Order 66. Sorry, I'm so sniffly tonight. Not quite certain what all this means. Did the O5 Council send out some kind of mimetic agent to get everyone to go along with them? But that wouldn't explain why the O5 Council would want to wipe out humanity in the first place. I don't get it. I just don't get it. More information on the anomalies the Foundation are actively using too. With the news down, it's hard to get much solid info outside of their own records, and even those are still goddamn fucking redacted. I mean, it's the end of the world. What's the point of redacting shit anymore? Who cares? Just tell me what's going on. Fuck it. I'll put it all on a table for posterity or whatever. Night night, Shadow. Night night. Get some good sleep. Thank you for being here. Let me move this out of the way. Hi, Elf. 5 minutes for the stream to finish buffering? Oh no. Ugh. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Alright. SCP-1370. Television service temporarily returns. All channels are propaganda speeches from SCP-1370. Rambling on and on about how he's going to take over the world or whatever. This one actually isn't that bad. SCP-1048. I don't know how the Foundation managed to catch the thing in the first place, but helicopter footage shows hordes of bears created by 1048 rushing through the streets of Paris. The footage isn't too clear, so I'm not sure, but it looks like there's a massive red teddy in the distance as well, walking around next to the skyscrapers. SCP-1290. SCP-1290-1 and SCP-1290-2 are moved from their original position and used as a rudimentary projectile system to launch projectiles at a secure GOC installation called Ganzer. Not 100% sure from the files, but it looks like it's just one of a, frankly, obscene number of anomalies they're using to try and bust in there. If you ask me, they'd be better off just firing missiles, but nobody is asking me because they've all gone nuts. SCP-1440. SCP-1440 is transported from refugee camp to refugee camp by Mobile Task Force New-22 Rocketmen, where its anomalous effects cause rapid devastation to those fleeing communities. Strangely enough, the way these events are described in the files make it sound like SCP-1440 actually has no effect on the Foundation personnel assigned to it. SCP-1678. The Foundation intentionally abandons containment of SCP-1678, removing personnel from the immediate area. Once chaos caused by additional anomalies makes evacuation of London impossible, officials from the British Occult Service direct citizens to take refuge in SCP-1678 below. Once the city has reached capacity, the Foundation detonates the nuclear device stationed there prior to abandonment. Going to try investigating some more before getting out of here. See what I can find out. Files deleted. Oh, stretch. Oh, pop, stretch. Last one that people took refuge in was a complete mirror image of London, located 1 mile below real London. That's cool. Oh, that's creepy. Excuse me. They abandoned it, people took refuge, and they detonated the containment nuke they had there. I mean, Coon, I'm probably going to be going through these. Like, I'm just saying, they all link. They all link to them, so we'll be digging into them for sure. Wait, go back. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. It's like, oh no, I lost my spot. Okay. Journal entry 001-7. It's been about 3 months since my last entry. God knows what I've been doing since then. The time between then and now is a complete blank in my memory, and it looks like the files from that period have been deleted as well. As far as I know, I should be the only one able to do that, so take that as you will. I seem like I've been through a few rough patches. I have a few scars that I don't quite recognize, and I have a bandage wrapped around my temple. The exclusion harness doesn't seem to be damaged, though, so I don't know what hurt me. Did I fall off a cliff or something? The sad part is, I can actually see myself doing something like that. Never was the smartest. Site 19 is long gone. Well, it's still there, I assume, but I'm halfway across the country. Couldn't tell you why. It's weird, though. I feel like I have a purpose now, even though I'm not 100% sure what it is. Just where I need to go. There's a briefcase in my hand. I'm having trouble recalling what exactly is inside it. All I know is that it isn't round, and I need to get it to SCP-579. Files deleted. Journal entry 001-8. I underestimated how long it would take to get to SCP-579. Site-19 was a trek all on its own, but 579 is another story entirely. I wouldn't even know where it was without this documentation, which I have no idea how I obtained, but that's besides the point. I've stopped counting the corpses I've walked past. It's probably in the quadruple digits now. Jesus. Maybe higher. Came across the dead body of a kid, a little boy, in a house I was grabbing some supplies from a while back. At first, I thought he'd just been shot in the head, but when I went to bury him, I could see there were things moving underneath his skin. Little pale worms, hundreds of them, that poured out the second I touched them. They all had his face. They were all laughing, scurried off into the drain. I don't try to bury people anymore. Keeping going is a lot more difficult than you'd think. First time here, very well spoken storytelling. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much and welcome in. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Okay, files deleted. Composed file 001-3. This thing in the briefcase is a godsend. Don't know what the hell it is, but if things are getting too much for me, I just need to open it up. And the next thing I know, I'm miles further along from where I just was, feeling all warm inside, like something gave me a pep talk. It's like my own personal skip button for when things are getting rough. Managed to get temporary access to the Foundation database from the corpse of an agent I found half buried in the woods. Wolves were already helping themselves to him, but they obviously didn't mind me taking his laptop. Didn't notice me, anyway. The Foundation is still throwing everything they've got at everyone else. I'll put it in a table. Might as well. SCP-2000. The Foundation intentionally triggers the eruption of Yellowstone, obliterating SCP-2000. For now, anomalies deployed by the Mana Charitable Foundation have slowed down the environmental effects at an absurd rate, but it's still just a matter of time before we choke on ash. SCP-2200. Somehow, the Foundation seems to have mass-produced SCP-2200-1, and those swords are making their way into the hands of refugees. With all the victims the SCP-2200-1 are cutting down, SCP-2200-3 is overflowing, with a mountain of living SCP-2200-4 trapped under a mountain of dead SCP-2200-4. Jesus. She's the best. That's sweet. That's sweet. I have read every single file and still like hearing you read it anyway. You've read every single file. Oh my god. That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm really I feel like I've slept on this for so long. Like I'm genuinely so happy we're getting to dig into it. Director, is that you? SCP-2241. One of the few human anomalies that weren't terminated. It appears SCP-2241 is being used as a living weapon to destroy the biggest refugee camps that crop up, forcing survivors to remain in smaller groups. Unknown how they're getting it to be that loyal, but I doubt it's pleasant. Last information on SCP-2241 says that it's being deployed to assist with the siege at Ganser. Apparently, they're having some trouble. Excuse me. SCP-2466. SCP-2466 was constantly being used in order to compel survivors originating from Redacted, California, to perform actions both socially disruptive and physically hostile. This was apparently effective, but after the 4,020th use of SCP-2466, it crashed and became unusable. Guess there weren't any residents left. SCP-2639. SCP-2639 were being dispatched to survivor communities and installations for groups that oppose the Foundation in order to kill everyone present. Apparently, they were told that they were fighting monsters that had escaped from containment and were destroying the world. Clearly, they figured out that wasn't the case, because they've refused to do anything since about the 6th time they were deployed. Good for them. Even the 001 proposals, which are huge. We have a connoisseur. We have a connoisseur, an SCP connoisseur in our presence. No pressure or anything, but recommendations of favorite ones, by all means. Maybe think about it. Special numbers that, oh my god, I can barely talk now. Special numbers, a special process and all. That's the most sought after. That's interesting. I recommend the Bible. Sigh. Journal entry 0001-9. It's nice having company, even if they don't know you're there. I'm sat around a fire with a group of GOC soldiers who are trying to make their way, well, I don't think they actually have anywhere to go at this point. Just wandering, maybe. I thought about revealing myself, trying to ask them, help me to get to 579, but I don't want to risk it. Maybe I've just gotten used to not existing. Forget being a tourist. I'm a ghost. The suit really is a wonder. Managed to access their connection to the GOC database with it while They were making coffee. The news isn't good. Downloaded file 001-3. Also, thank you for the stretch. 001 proposals are basically like entire series and all well written. Ooh, Dr. Bright's your favorite? Interesting, interesting. Very interesting. Context. Interview log from an interrogation facility inside Ganzer. As far as I'm aware, this is the first time a captured member of Foundation personnel has spoken during interrogation. Interviewer is a Commander Morrison, with a scientist called Dr. Rhodes also being there. The guy being interrogated is a member of Mobile Task Force Omega-2. Secret Keepers. Samuel Ross. No video, only audio. Don't know if that's something wrong with the file or just the way it was recorded in the first place. Excuse me. Redeem a hydrate, but you just did. Yeah, I've been hydrating. Those are all gone now, though, so there are some you can't read anymore. He did some off-color things. Interesting. Okay, let's see. This is just 2. Okay. Begin log. And this year is going to be Commander Morrison. And this year is going to be Samuel Ross. Oh, wait, fuck. There's also Dr. Rhodes. Fuck. Okay. Fine, never mind. Never mind. I'll just say their names. It's fine. Commander Morrison. Do you know where you are? Samuel Ross. I'm in Ganzer, right? You guys grabbed us while we were trying to sneak in. Commander Morrison. That's right. Do you know why you're here? Samuel Ross. You're going to interrogate me, I assume. Commander Morrison. Doctor? Dr. Rhodes. Confirmed. Subject has nothing implanted inside him. No mental agents or cognito hazards either. You're safe to begin. Commander Morrison. Okay. None of your colleagues we've spoken to have talked. Not a one. Not a word. Why are you talking to me now? Samuel Ross. We've met before. Do you remember? Commander Morrison. I'm sorry. Samuel Ross. In that joint operation in Tenerife a few years back with the seagull prince. Do you remember? I was wearing a gas mask back then, so you probably don't recognize me, but I recognized you, and it gave me a chuckle. That's why I'm talking. Commander Morrison. That's the only reason? Samuel Ross. Yeah. Commander Morrison. When we caught you trying to sneak into the city with the refugees, you and your comrades started firing into the crowd at random. Men, women, and children, all murdered for no reason. Don't you think that's crazy? Samuel Ross laughs. Dr. Rhodes. Fucker. Commander Morrison. That's funny to you? Samuel Ross. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. It's just... I just thought that was a little hypocritical. Commander Morrison. What? Well, I mean, you're interrogating me like the information you'll get will help you. But there's no time for you to really do anything. The way I see it. No matter how many times you fire Abel at her, Professor Crow's Europa will rip this place open before long. But you're still acting like you can do something about it. Don't you think that's crazy? If you've just spoken up to talk nonsense, we can always try enhanced interrogation. I don't want to, but I'll do it. Do what you want. Once you realize you're not supposed to feel pain, there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. What do you mean by that? No, you wouldn't want me to say. I very much do. I'm not talking to you. That doesn't make any sense. Tell me now. You're sure? We're still good on inoculations. This is the doctor. Cleared on all the Foundation kill agents. Yes. Then spit it out, Ross. Stop stalling, or we'll have to get unpleasant. Fine. Inaudible. I didn't catch that. And here's more of the doctor. You'll have to speak up. That microphone only has so much gain. Samuel Ross, information excised. Commander Morrison and Dr. Rhodes can be heard screaming loudly. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wet cracks and sounds of rushing wind are also audible. The screaming, which grows higher pitched over time, continues for the remainder of the recording. And these lines are all Samuel. Look what you've done to yourselves. I told you you wouldn't like it, didn't you? That's why you hear, oh my god, Jesus fucking Christ. I can read, I promise. That's why you hear your voice. But you wanted to know so badly. I really liked you guys, so I was trying to be nice. We're so kind to you, you know. We fight in the light so you can die in the dark. Disgusting. Endlog. Oh, imagine hearing that. Imagine hearing that with the screams. I can't read, no. I've listened to this story many times before, yet I'm enjoying this story so much. It makes me so happy. Also, yeet with the 3-stream streak. Let's second go. I know with the 3-stream streak. Heck yeah. Kate. Closing notes. Apparently, right after this, some kind of emergency arose inside Ganzer, and the city ended up being destroyed from both the inside and outside. Files don't mention the specifics, but the GOC may be done. Files deleted. Journal entry 001-10. It's getting hard to keep going. When the GOC were keeping up the fight, there was this sense that things could still be turned around. But with them on the run now, too, it's easy to feel there's no point to all this. With Ganzer taken care of, the Foundation has turned their full attention back to everyone else. Oh, thank you for the hydrate and the head pads. Oh, my nose, it just, oh my goodness. I don't eat or drink anymore. The harness takes care of all of that anyway, and there's too much of a risk that anything I consume will be contaminated by one of the awful viruses the Foundation is trying to spread. I've seen corpses in pretty much every state imaginable by this point. Some of them walking around even. Every time I open the briefcase to skip, I make a little less progress. Feel a little worse. Whatever was helping me before, it's like I've grown numb to it. Wouldn't be the only thing. Why am I even going to 579? Do I actually have a reason? Composed file 001-4. Foundation's still fucking us. Here's a table about it. Sir Frederick, hello, welcome in. Elbows feeling dry? Then lotion your elbows, my dude. Unknown should read 7 Shades of Grey. What? The funny part is that the reason he could be feeling it well is possibly because corpse sickness is a bitch. Oof. Okay, we got another anomaly table. SCP-3078. Apparently, the Church of the Broken God managed to get the internet back up and running in some areas. Only the Foundation fucked that pretty quick by uploading thousands of copies of 3078 through pretty much every medium available. So the internet went back down. SCP-3179. Thing was freed from containment after the Church of the Broken God started trying to rebuild things. Sparked a civil war inside the church over whether this thing is McCain or not, which really put a damper on their ability to help out. Plus, it's making as many fucking Terminator things as it can, so that's fun. SCP-3199. SCP-3199 eggs are now being airdropped pretty much wherever. I'm sure you can imagine how that's going. Might write more later. Gundan Wolf, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing really good. The smell inside of billions of rotting corpses can make you sick. Yeah. Like, imagine. And the disease you can get from being around rotting. Yeah. Glad to be here. Yes. Hope you're good and comfy. Well, I bring my kitty a little bit closer to me so I can give the pets. Yes. How much more is in this one? Okay. Let us continue. Where the fuck? There I am. Okay. Hi, Bubbles. Welcome in. Journal entry 0001-11. Have been making my way towards 579. Maybe a little slower than before, but who can blame me for lack of motivation? Been seeing some strange things lately. Stranger than usual, I mean. First are the blinkers. There's been quite a few of those around lately. Now, I'm pretty sure these were created by the Foundation, even if I don't know how. I don't know most things, so just add this to the list. They're statues of soldiers, MTF uniforms, with empty sockets for eyes. Their arms are carved into blades, like what you'd see on a praying mantis or something. They're harmless as long as you look at them. But the second you look away, they can move, and they're fast. Saw one cut through an entire crowd of people when a gust of smoke blocked it from view for just a second. I'm wary of them. Me looking at them stops them too, so even if they don't perceive where I am, they're going to deduce that I'm there. Might just start slicing everything in sight, and then that's the end of me. Need to do my best to avoid them completely. The second thing I saw is, well, it's a lot weirder. It was on the horizon, like a person stretched out. No, that's not the best way to describe it. It was like the space around them was stretched out, and they were being stretched along with it, like some kind of bad Photoshop effect. Their body went from the ground up to the clouds, and their jaws swung at right angles. There were these gaps as well. Black gaps in space around its body, like wings. It just floated forwards like that. There were Foundation guys there too, but they were fighting it, shooting it with guns and rockets. How fucked up is it that I'm thinking the Foundation fighting an anomaly is weird? Maybe they were like me, managed to get out when this all kicked off. Thought about talking to them, but decided not to. Can't risk it. Get out of there. Got out of there. I need to get to 579. I need to do something. Anything. Black hole. Oh, creepy. Bubbles with the 3 stream streak. Let's heck and go. CJD, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're doing really good. Journal entry 0001-12. Saw a kid die today. Could have helped her. Didn't. I'm a piece of shit. That stretching thing is called spaghettification, and if something survives it, shit starts getting real. Oh my god. Jesus. Carter and Wolfenstein, thank you so much for the follows. I hope you're both doing super duper duper good. Always a strong start. Composed file 0001-4. More anomalies. SCP-4290. Through use of a sample of SCP-008 enhanced by SCP-914, the Foundation reanimates the corpse of SCP-4290 and lets it loose. Kaiju Mancers from the Serpent's Hand engage, but the file isn't clear on what the results are. Heard the library detached from this universe, but it looks like these guys stayed behind. Idiots. SCP-4666. The Foundation used temporal anomalies to make it so it is technically Christmas everywhere. No, fuck it. Nobody's ever going to read this anyway. Recorded file 0001-3. Context, no input. Begin log. View is of the interior of an abandoned jewelry store from the front door. The night sky can be seen through a broken window. A teenage girl is sitting at a makeshift fire in the middle of the store. A ruby amulet is hanging around her neck. Perception filter is disabled. The girl jumps back, alert, picking up a rusty pipe as a weapon. Okay. So this side will be the girl's lines, and this side will be Pietro. Jodis. Thank you. Are you paying attention? Okay, what did I say? Girl and Pietro. Who are you? I recognized you. The necklace, I mean. Pause. The girl groans, dropping the pipe. Shit. They send you to kill me? You're gonna be here a while. No, I got away too. Did you get away too? The girl leans forward, squinting to see Pietro's face. Jesus. You look like shit, pal. When was the last time you slept? The suit, you don't need to sleep with it on. You do need to sleep. Your face, it's seriously a disaster, man. You hate to see it. Can I come in? The girl steps back, gesturing theatrically at the store with one arm. But of course, there's enough broken glass for everyone. Pietro staggers in and sits down on the floor. The sound of crunching glass can be heard. I was joking, you know. You could have grabbed a chair. It's fine. The suit's dirty. Suit yourself. She sits down opposite. That's a fancy piece of kit you've got there. Gestures to her necklace. Wanna trade? No way. I've read the file. Worth a shot. Been a while since you laughed, huh? Not been much to laugh at. Not even when Pesterbot showed up on all the TVs? Okay, that was kind of funny. So, you got away too. I mean, I'm assuming you were a Foundation guy, not one of the many people I've pissed off in my lifetime here for revenge. Aren't those the same thing? Now you're getting it. Yeah, I'm Foundation. Was Foundation, I mean. I got lucky when this all started. Got into the suit and escaped. You? Well, I was senior staff. We would have been told about the plan before anyone else, but damn if I can't remember what it was. Probably because of the second file. The second file. You saw it. What was it? Whoa. Cool your jets, kid. We've got all the time in the world. They were just a bunch of images. Eggs, trees, religious stuff. Didn't mean anything to me by themselves, but I guess they had something encoded in them. Didn't take like they should have. Probably because of this thing. So it was a mimetic agent. Don't know about that. I've pretty much had everything that can happen to me, well, happen to me. I know what a mimetic agent feels like. It didn't feel like that. More like I was being released from something than something being forced on me. I see. So you don't really know what's going on either. Nope. Fuck. Girl removes a small bottle of beer from her pocket, takes a swig. So, you heading somewhere, just wandering around, feeling sorry for yourself? I'm heading to 579. If you're suicidal, there are easier ways to go about it. Believe me. You know what it is? Not a clue, which is concerning because I'm kind of a big deal. Doesn't matter. I have to get there. I hear a very loud TV in my background. Love that. Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay, doesn't matter, I have to get there. Why? I just do. Where are you headed? 1437. Gonna see if I can't piss into another universe and throw this amulet down there and see where I wake up. Sounds like a plan. Good luck to you. I'd wish you good luck too, but we both know you're not getting it. Day's about to break. I'm heading off. Okay. The girl stands up and moves to the front door. She lingers at the entrance of the store for a moment. I hope you find what you're looking for, at least. She leaves. Me too. End log. Files deleted. Journal entry 0001-13. Hi, journal. It's been a while. Right now, I'm looking at site 62C, where SCP-579 is supposed to be. There are no guards as far as I can see, and all the security is down. It looks like the place has been abandoned for a while. I was under the impression that this place was extremely high priority, but it looks like the Foundation doesn't agree with me anymore. I have the briefcase in my hands. It's difficult to breathe. I feel like everything will end soon, one way or another. I'm heading in. Journal entry 0001-14. Hi again, journal. I know I ended the last entry so dramatically, and it's been about 30 seconds since then, but I have an important update. The second I got close to Site 62C, I got a feeling like someone was pressing a gun against the back of my head. Like I was standing on the edge of a roof, and someone's hands were on my back, ready to push me. Some fight or flight shit dialed up as far as it would go. I don't know what SCP-579 is, but I know it's looking at me. Night-night, Declan. Night-night, noob. Cryptum with the 75 stream streak. Let's heckin' go. Hi, Ragnarel. Recorded file 0001-4. Context. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Begin log. View is the inside of a hallway within Site 62C. Severe damage is visible on the walls, appearing as if it was done via usage of a large knife. The lights overhead flicker. Fuck. The lights flicker again. When they come back on, A statue of a soldier with blades for arms is visible underneath them. It has empty eye sockets where its eyes should be, and its face is locked in a snarling expression. Closing notes. Was wrong. They're here. Journal entry 0001-15 was right. Even if they can't notice me, they've figured out I'm here. Slashing everything in sight. Gouged one of my legs. Hurts like shit, but need to keep moving. They're not chasing me, but they're headed to the same place. Need to get there first. Need to keep watching them. Sinister. Are you paying attention? Journal entry 0001-16. Made it, I made it. Journal entry 0001-17. That's not fair. But I made it. It's not fair. They're stuck behind the door. I can hear them slashing at it, but it's reinforced. Will hold for a little while. A couple of minutes at least. I'm in an observation chamber, full of instruments for monitoring SCP-579. The actual containment chamber is right below me. I can just barely see it. If I strain my eyes a little, there's a hole. There's a hole in the floor that leads right down there. I know where 579 is. Even if the instruments weren't here, I can feel it. You can't be near it without feeling it, probably. For a second, I thought I could just drop the briefcase into the hole and be done with it, but that would be too easy, wouldn't it? After walking halfway across the world, I guess I haven't turned the right for something to be easy. From the angle of the hole and where 579 is, the briefcase wouldn't even come close to touching it. The only way it's making contact is if I were to jump in the hole and throw it on my way down. But that height, throwing the briefcase would be the last thing I'd do. Of course. Of fucking course. It's taken me my whole life to realize, but I'm not the kind of person that can be a detective. I'm just the murder victim. I die for someone else's story, and the human race is going with me. I know who done it, how done it, but those were obvious. Everyone knows those. Those were handed to me. I don't know why. In the end, I couldn't figure out even a single one, or a single thing. Why is this happening? Why is the Foundation killing everybody? Why is this happening? Why did they send out these files? Why is this happening? Why did cancer fall? is this happening? Why am I taking this briefcase across the world? Why is this happening? Why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why am I going to die? Is there a reason? If anyone is ever reading this, please figure it out. Explain it to me. Someone. Anyone. I don't get it. I don't get it. They're about to get in. First foot forward. Journal entry 0001-18. Oh. So that's how it is. Life signs lost. Footnotes are as included. 1. Cause of death determined to be blunt force trauma, believed to be inflicted by impact with the ground following a long fall. Jesus. 2. One of a series of installations designed to retain information following reality shifts or other temporal restructuring events. 3. A fortress city standing in the Atlantic Ocean designed to house humanity survivors in the event of an end of the world scenario. Oh my goodness. Did I miss these? I must have missed them. I must have missed them. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. That was good. That was so good. That was so good. What the heck? What the hecky? Okay. Well, now I know that I'm gonna be using this one for a little while because I wanna read into these anomaly files. Which is what I'm looking at currently. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be digging into that. That's gonna be fun. But yes. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh Lord. Excuse me. I'm disgusting. Hello. Oh god. I need to stand up for a minute though. Oh my lord. Got me slapping my belly, giggling and shit. Thank you for the hydrate. I know. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm nasty. But the suit ends up in our world with all that info being the only trace of any of that. Oh my god. Terrifying. Fucking terrifying. Let's see. Who's around? What we doing? That we're doing. As I'm actually SCP lore, people feel free to yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, who's this? Who are you? Who are you? Oh, never mind. They're raiding out. Okay, so they're raiding out. Let's see. Coon, thank you for the 30 biddies. Yeah, very much a yawn. A yawny. I'm tired. I'm tired. Really well read. I enjoyed that. I'm glad you did. I'm really glad you did. I really enjoy reading reading these for not just y'all, but for myself too. 5 golden kappas. Why, thank you. You shouldn't have. I would like to think. Yeah, thank you. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Let's see, shall we? Let's see. Thing is, I know the story by heart and I know why that's happened, but it's for you to find out. Yeah, no, I want to find out. I'm making you tired. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not really sorry because, you know, that is kind of the point, but, like, also, I'm sorry. Who's this? Oh, goodness. Okay. Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. Let's see. You know, heck it. Let's go. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to hit that. Oopsie. You should probably read SCP-001, The Scarlet King. Ooh. I should. Oh, I don't have my sticky notes on. I'm gonna write that down though, because The Scarlet King. I mean, I'll literally just write SCP The Scarlet King. The Scarlet King. You made an SCP today? I never knew how big it was. Like, context is cool there. I never knew just how deep it goes. Like, God, the context, I swear to God. How far down the rabbit hole you can go. Like, it just is, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, in a really cool way. In a really, really cool way, yeah. When Day Breaks is also a brilliant read. I'm literally writing this down. I'm just saying. Plus Day Breaks. When Day Breaks. Day Breaks. Yeah. Like, genuinely. If you ever feel the need to recommend SCP to me, by all means, please. It's so fucking cool. Like, ugh. You know, since Kaisa, since that little sweetie was in here, and I know she's alive. The Mountain's a good one. Psh, noted. Hi, Dark. Give you flowers, but you're a ghost. Yeah. Plus, I have cats. Having flowers, like indoor flowers with cats, is kind of nightmare. Hi, Blue. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, we might as well. We rated her with, like, yeah. And the Discord recommendation challenge. Yeah, I completely agree. Not just time of year for the Easter lilies. For sure. What was it? Oh, the mountain. That's the one. Okay. Yeah, I would love, adore recommendations. Oh, alright. Let's see. Yeah, let me start this. Let's start this up, shall we?